Good morning and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, I truly do not know what we're going to work on, but I wanted to come on and at least start the video and talk to you for a minute. First of all, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. You guys know how much I love you and I appreciate your continued support. I wanted to come on today and start the video and talk about creative mistakes. We all make them, and it's okay. And sometimes it's very, very frustrating. And you have to figure out how to adapt and overcome. What triggered this conversation, you ask me? Did anybody notice when I glued these two pieces down so I could sew in my signatures that I forgot a piece? Oh, so frustrating. Okay. I mean, I glued this on days ago, so if I try to pull this up, it's going to damage my paper. It will damage all of this because it's going to tear this if I try to pull it up. I glued it with art glitter glue, but at this point it doesn't matter what glue I used because it's down. Mark was like, well, can't you just take a knife? And I'm like, no, I can't. So there is no other place that this will fit. And I thought I could hook it over the edge, but then you're going to see it and it's not designed with that much, for that much bulk, okay? So I think I am still going to glue it here because I really want to use this piece. I really, really want to use the piece. I have, Lisa, for you, I have an avalanche situation going on. Oh, okay. So I do want to use the piece. He was like, well, just leave it out. But I'm like, no, I want to use my piece. So I will tell you that I have literally moved this to every other panel in this book. And the only place I want it is where I had originally intended it. So I'm going to glue it there. And it's going to be there. And then I'm going to have to figure out how to fix this so it doesn't bother me that that's there. And you may say, Jody, it doesn't look that bad. However, the flaps are designed to go under the base pieces. So if you're building something with flaps like this, glue your flaps to your pieces, even if you're setting them aside like I was. Because then when you have a moment like I did and say, oh, I have to put that on before I sew this in, blah, 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 you don't inadvertently not glue your piece in. So I'm going to glue it down. I will tell you, I did contemplate. Oh, and look what I did too. I reversed these pieces. I glued them backwards, but at least that's not a mistake that has me super frustrated. Oh my goodness, my stomach just growled so loud. Did you guys hear that? I did think about putting it here. I did. And I folded this and I thought, gosh, that is, you know, it will work there. I have enough space here built in that it would be okay. And maybe I will. But then I thought, but as I start adding things to my pockets, this flap is not designed for that kind of bulk. So back to the original place we go. Will that fit in a pocket? You guys know I love these interactive pieces, right? And I really want to use it as an interactive piece. I mean, I just really want to. If I do it there, but see, then no, I can't. I just can't. So while I continue to fuss with this, I just wanted to leave it as a learning lesson for you to just make sure you are, if you're building something with so many flaps, that you're going ahead and you're gluing your pieces together. That way you don't have a situation like this where you're super frustrated because you have a piece that you really love. I mean, I love this piece and I really want to use it. So it leaves me putting it in a place with the flap and just telling myself I have to be okay with it because there's no other way for me to use this piece. So, yes, it's frustration. However, It's a learning lesson, and it's an opportunity for me to embrace the imperfection and just know that these things happen and it's okay. Do I love this project any less? Absolutely not. Am I really frustrated with myself because I left this out? Yes, I am. So it is what it is, and we're just gonna go with it. And now I have, actually, I think I'm gonna have to reinforce this because I have bent this back and forth like a lot of times trying to figure out how I want to do this. So I think what I'm going to do is I have this other piece here of this tape that I used off the bottom of this. And so I'm just going to use my glue stick and make it more sticky. And I'm just going to put it right here along the spine because I do want to reinforce that because I have bent it back and forth so many times that I'm afraid that I've weakened that paper and that it might tear. So I'm going to do that. And then I am going to, I think we're going to cut some leaves for my bird here. I think maybe we'll do that next so I can get that sticky note off here. I guess it helps if I'm in frame. I apologize. I wanted to put some leaves under this bird and maybe some thread or something with some just tactile. So I love to have bits that I can touch and play with. And this is such an interactive piece. I love it. And so, and I'm okay with this mistake. I mean, it is, and that's what it is. It's a mistake, and these things happen, and it's just something to embrace. And yeah, because I really want to use this piece. I love it so much. Okay, so this is Friday morning. I'm having my coffee, so bear with me if I sound like I'm not really awake because I haven't had very much of my coffee yet. And Chloe is stalking me, so I don't know. She may come tearing through here because she's wanting to play. Just heads up. Okay, I have a big mess on my desk. Yesterday, I was trying to start packing projects, and I just have a lot that I'm doing and a lot going on right now. So I wanted to die cut the leaves for this little bird down here, and I was playing and I was putting things away, and my friend sent me some rolls of twine. She was doing a de-stash, and I said, oh, look, that pink matches this absolutely perfectly. So I wanted to use it for a pop of color, and I believe this is a Shabby Dabby Doodah label, and a tenderness to be kind and gentle to other living things, and that really spoke to me, and I wanted to use it with the pink. And I used some of my, we've talked about this in a previous video, some paint sample swatches here is what I have used to die cut some green and brown leaves out of the Tim Holtz set. And that set is called, what is that set called? I don't know, it doesn't say. It's Thinlits 661206, and it's called Garden Greens. So just the different leaves in here. I love this set. So anyway, and then, oh, I'm so excited. I finished the dash mat yesterday. Oh my gosh, you guys. It has been, oh, wow. I mean, talk about a challenge. Okay, I'm going to glue and talk. And so I have this thing of thread that was like left over from the bobbin because I was so afraid to run out of bobbin thread, and the run of, the width of that thing. I mean, it's really long. If I remember, I'll try to include a picture, but you guys know I'm terrible about remembering to do things like that. But it was a super big challenge for me to make it. And in Lisa's Facebook group, she's like, what are your wins this week? Or, however she's got that worded. And I said that I didn't catch it on fire because I was so frustrated with it the other day. But the reason I was so frustrated, though, let me give myself some credit here. The TV that's above the dash is like a head knocker. Like I'm surprised that I'm not just a big bump from that thing. And oh my gosh, I mean, I wrapped my head on it so many times the one day, and I wasn't smart enough that day to put my hair in a bun. So the next day I put my hair in a bun, And so I was hitting my bun instead of my head. So my bun was like a buffer. It was a warning like, hey, too close, too close. But anyway, so I got that done. But yesterday, my birthday was yesterday, so my girlfriend says, "Oh, are you doing something special today?" And I'm like, "Yeah, finishing the dash mat." But I got it done, so that was a big win. And it isn't perfect, but you know what? I didn't have a pattern. We just created it using flooring paper, and it's fine, and it actually looks fine. And so, you know, it is what it is at this point, but at least we have the protection. And the point of the dash mat, just so you know, is that it protects, goodness, tongue-tied. Here, let me have some more coffee. It protects the dash from sun damage. I've got one in my car. Mark doesn't have one in this truck, but he had one in the last truck that we had. And it just, she asked me, does it help with glare? And I'm like, not really, because the sun still glares off the material. But, you know, if you protect your dash and it's all shiny and stuff, I guess it does offer some glare help. But let's see, how did I have this? It's okay. It's fine. But anyway, so it does offer some glare protection, but not really, because like I said, it does still glare off of the fabric, but it's not terrible. So, but it does protect. So that's good. I mean, you want that protection because you don't want the dash to crack, because I can't even imagine what the dash would cost to replace in that thing. Oh, I don't want to know. I'll take the head knocks and frustration and sticking myself with pins, all that, over finding out what it would cost to replace that thing. Oh my goodness. So anyway, so yeah, I talked to my brother a little bit last night. He called me, and we did come to an agreement that we are not going to stop and see him on the way down unless it works out for him to like meet up with us somewhere. What is that? A fiber or something? And so I have to get our trip planned. And I mean, there's nothing like waiting till the last minute to be planning the trip, right? How do I want that? I think I want it like that. But anyway, so yeah, I have to work on that. But I just haven't gotten that far with anything yet. And today is going to be food prep. I have turkey meat out to use up the last of the peppers off the plant. And I have hamburger out to make some mini meatloaves, and I have a chuck roast out to throw in the Instant Pot to make a Mississippi mud roast and shred, because that makes for fantastic sandwiches and easy meals on the road. I like that better the other way I had it. It was more crazy. That's kind of long though. Let's just cut that. Excuse me. And so a lot of food prep going to happen today. Mark has been taking care of the truck. He got the truck is washed. He's getting it waxed. He's changing the brakes on it. All kinds of things that just have to be done in order to be able to leave and be safe. You know, he was like, I could probably not change the brakes till spring, but, and I was like, well, we both decided it was best just to be safe and go ahead and take care of that kind of stuff. And so lots of little to-dos getting accomplished. So having said that, that means that I'm just using 3-in-1. I use my art glitter glue on these for the fine tip. You can use whatever glue you want. It should hold those down. But the backs are a little shiny on those. And so I don't know what they're coated with from the store. But anyway, you guys know how much I love dealing with shiny surfaces. Speaking of shiny surfaces, I still haven't flipped the final flip through of the burlesque journal, so I have to do that and get that posted. It's not wrapped yet, it's sitting here. And I have my 12 days gifts that I haven't wrapped yet either. They're sitting on the table. I did start trying to gather project. I asked my friend, I'm like, what should I take this winter? And she's like, take your bees. So I think I am going to take bees, but not all of my bee stuff. I think I'm going to take my Graphic 45 bee pad. I was going to take my Craft Consortium, but that's kind of dark. And I was looking at that and I was like, oh, that's going to be a lot of fun. But I think I'm not going to take that pad with me. I think I'm just going to do the
graphic 45 pad because it's bright and vibrant, and I think it'll be fun to work on in winter. Hopefully we're not in super cold weather again this year. But anyway, well, that's not as crazy as I had hoped it would be, but that's all right. It'll work. So yeah, so I've got to start doing that. And then the Dumbo project, I think I need to clip this or something. The Dumbo project, I got paper dyed for that the other day. I think I already said that in the first segment of this video, which, by the way, the first segment, I hope you're not taking as a big complaining segment. It truly is just mistakes happen sometimes, and we have to adapt and overcome them. So that was how that was intended. And so I did adapt and overcome, and I've just put it there. It's fine. But that little piece of washi tape I actually put on that side of the envelope because I think it looks really good there. So anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So yeah, just lots of things. So I still need, oh, Dumbo. I got paper dyed. And I got some really, really cool designs on the Dumbo paper. And the mom that's commissioning me to do the project came by yesterday. She brought me some denim and a piece of fabric that I guess her mom had used to make like the whole family shirts or whatever. So anyway, she's like, okay, I think that's it. And I'm like, nope, you got a little bit of time. So if you keep finding things, you know, bring them by. I need to trim that a little bit. So I have a pile of things there, and she was super organized. She's like got all these little bits in envelopes. And so what I think I'm going to do is just go envelope by envelope and add stuff, you know, to accompany those pages or ideas or bits. And I really like that. So you can't even see what I'm working on. I'm so sorry. I'm just blabbing, and I have this belly band here for this flip, and I thought I would try to use this flip or get that in here. But anyway, so yeah, so quite a variety of things going on there, which I will share with you in another video. Because I think for December, I know I said this already, I really want to do the Defember series. I feel like I want to back that with something. Or trim it with something. Don't really have any lace going on in here yet, but we know I will eventually. Let me figure out what I want to do with this. I love that it's ledger, so I'm probably going to fold some ledger paper just to put in there. But it needs something. So I have just a roll of this kind of burlappy ribbon, and I cut a piece of that. And what I think I want to do is do that like as a double belly band there. And this is wired ribbon, but I probably will pull the wires out. I don't know yet. But I have to obviously straighten that up some. But I want to do a little bit of stamping on this piece just to add a little bit of interest. And then this video will probably be done. Because I mean, I'm in the habit of decorating a journal completely, but I really want this to be something that I can work in when we're on the road. So I have to keep that in mind. I'm still going to work on it some with you. But I think, oh my gosh, my friend went to a yard sale, you guys, and she got these most amazing stamps at a yard sale for $1, you guys. I couldn't believe it. And then she shared with me, like, how sweet is that? She got a bunch of sets, actually. She got those, and she got this one, too, for $1. I'm like, you find the best stuff at yard sales. I want to go with you. And she's like, no, because then we would be fighting over the same stuff. And I'm like, well, that's probably true. Probably very, very true. All right, so I just want to add a little bit of interest to this. I don't need a lot, but we need something on here. So what I was thinking is maybe since this is like a ledger, maybe we'll just add a couple words to it. A 6.5-cent stamp on there might be kind of fun. So I haven't used that yet, so let's use it. Good. Anyway, I know that I'm just kind of rambling in this video, but it is kind of just letting you know like what's going on and what's happening and kind of where I am with things, and just so you have kind of a, if you know, you know. I'm just kidding. But I have to get packed for projects, and oh, I was saying, I want to work in this. Hello, let go. And I want to work in this journal on the road, but I want to have pockets and stuff in it. But I think what I'm going to do is just take a few pieces of the Tim Holtz paper with me and maybe the scraps so that I have them to work with. It's kind of what I was thinking I would do. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I think that's probably the best bet. Where's my little one? There it is. I think that's probably the best bet as far as that goes, and then I don't have like a whole bin of my Timmy stuff with me, because then I'll only want to work with that. No, not really. What color do we want? I feel like probably like, I don't know what I want to use. Decisions, my goodness. We're just going to go with black, I guess. I knocked it off the shelf. It was not an avalanche. It was my date stamp, which needs packed. So, anyway. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I like it. I like it. Scrap paper. Okay. So, I'm thinking about what I'm doing and got super quiet. I apologize. I really like that. And then, do we want ticket? No, we don't want ticket. Ooh, workroom 220. Let's go with workroom. If I can get these off. So yeah, that's just kind of where I am right now. And so I just wanted to kind of share with you so we would all kind of know what the expectations are over the next couple of weeks. I don't know how much I'll be filming. I will share with you kind of the packing process and where we are, with that. And then I think I want to use some glue. Where I am with that, and then kind of get your feedback and ideas and thoughts. I do have, I coffee dye paper, so I have that ready to go, and I dyed the Rit dye paper for the Dumbo project, so that's ready to go. And when she came by yesterday, she was like, "Oh yeah, I really like it. I don't think I want that 220. I think I just want workroom on there. Where's another little scrap of something?" So, so she was like, "How did you do this?" So she thought they looked great. I wasn't really sure if I liked them very much, but they thought they were perfect, so that's what matters. But she's so nice. She's like, "I trust your creativity. You just do what you want." And I'm like, "Thank you." Oh, will that make a piece of collage fodder? I bet it does. Okay. So that was very nice of her. So she's really excited about it. And she was like, "I'll stop bringing you things." And I'm like, "No, it's fine. You can just bring me what you find or what you want me to use, because once I leave, then, you're not going to have that opportunity." She's like, "That's true." So, yeah, I think it'll be fun. I'm excited to work on it. I do think it's going to be a lot of fun. I want one more thing down here. What do I want? Don't really want fair. Oh, these could be like payment dates, where Mr. Smith came in and paid his bill on these dates. Yeah, let's do like, I don't want all of those, but we'll see. But let's see, we're gonna do some barn door. Just some barn door. Okay. Yep. And we're just gonna go boop. Okay. And it didn't stamp very well, so it looks kind of like old, and yeah, I like it. All right. Perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that just added a little more interest to that scrap. And that's just a scrap. So that's a great way to use your scraps, you know. And then I think I am going to do this as a double belly band. So that'll give us lots of room. And this is a piece of wired ribbon. And because I'm using it as a belly band, I'm going to leave the wire in it. But you can just grab hold of that and pull it out, which I have done in previous videos showing you how to do that. And so that's going to be a fun piece if I keep doing that. And then as far as this goes, I'm just going to put a little bit at the top and a little bit at the bottom. And I kind of feel like I want a dangle or something off of this, but I have to keep in mind it's on a flip up. So doing that, yeah, so I have to get charms packed and beads and dangles. Oh, look, I got these fun Santa beads. I think I'm gonna make a Santa bead to hang off my dragon and his rider. But then I was like, ooh, what do I have that could be like Halloween for orange? Maybe some orange and black beads. I know I have spiderweb. I had a spiderweb necklace on my dragon before, but my beads weren't staying on his horns. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, in the dash of the RV, I have a dragon skeleton and a rider that they hang out in the dash. They're a lot of fun. And we have a skeleton that's on the ladder off the back of the RV. And we actually got a bigger one this year. And I need to get some vinyl made, and I'm not good enough with my Cricut. But I want to get a vinyl made for the back that says, "Take me with you," like the skeleton's hitching a ride to go on a trip with us. So I have to get, I was asking my friend last night, and she's like, I'm not that good with my Cricut either. And I was like, okay, I'll just go to like a vinyl graphics place and have one made at some point. But that little skeleton gets a lot of attention too. We were going through a park last winter, and I had the Grinch that my son had gotten me for my birthday. The Grinch was driving the truck when the truck was behind the RV. So the Grinch was in the driver's seat, and we have the skeleton on the ladder, and people were having so much fun with it. Like, we were going through the park at the same time as these other people, and they said, oh, your decorations are so much fun. So much fun. So that was it's just something fun to do, you know. I mean, people do all kinds of fun things in their dashes of their RVs and stuff, and that's just what we've got going on. I'm trying to get this lined up, and this ribbon is not cooperating. It'll be okay. All right, it'll be okay once we get it glued down, I think. Close your ink. But anyway, so I want to go to Goodwill and see what I can find in kids' clothes, and but I was gonna make a tutu for the skeleton and put like long strands of tulle so that it kind of flaps in the breeze. But I have to be careful because I don't want anything that will damage the RV or tear the skeleton apart. Did I make that too long? Look at that, all that work and it's too long. That's okay, I'll shorten it. I'll just shorten it down here a little bit. So anyway, just goofy things. We just have a lot of fun. It's like a totally different mindset too when we're gone, because we're not staring at the house and all the chores and responsibilities. And so we're really looking forward to going. We need to go. It's been a hard summer though. So it'll be good. It'll be really good. We're taking our paddle boards and we're like, well, hopefully no alligators will eat us this. I won't go in water where there's a potential to get eaten by an alligator. Just saying. Just saying. It kind of freaks me out, but it's all right. Like, I know they're down there. And I mean, we have stuff here too that's bad. We have bears and snakes and I feel like Dorothy. Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. All right. So I'm just going to get this glued on here. And I am being silly. Clearly my coffee's kicking in. And get this glued down. Let it dry. I'm going to go down and start all my food work this morning. Get this video uploaded for you. So thank you for joining me and for listening to me blab. And again, not a whole lot of teaching, I suppose, in this video. But I do appreciate you spending your time with me. Thank you. It does mean a lot to me. And again, over the next few weeks, you know, my filming might be a little sporadic, but I will share with you, you know, as I'm packing, and I'll still be working on something because I can't go that long without actually crafting. I cut that crooked. You would know I would cut that crooked because I can't cut a straight line. It's all right. I'll do something to hide it. But anyway, so thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Okay. Last note, you guys know me. You know I couldn't stand that being crooked. So I pulled that up while the glue was still wet and just straightened it up. So it's all fixed now. So don't worry, I straightened it up. It's okay. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.